What's up, y'all? We are officially 1 week into the new NFL season, and as of right now, it's being reported that Russell Wilson will now miss the much anticipated matchup against the Denver Broncos due to a re-injury of his calf, which is an injury that's been plaguing him since training camp. Now, this return to Denver was huge. This was looked at as his comeback game, and he's going back to the city that gave up on him. The city basically said he was washed, that he didn't have anything left in the tank. Not only that, but we don't even want you on the team around these young guys bringing everybody's spirit down. They was calling into question his leadership ability and basically paid him not to show up. You know, getting fired is one thing, but getting paid to not show up is a whole nother level. With that said, this game was viewed as his opportunity to prove the whole city and pretty much all of the media wrong who gave up on him, and he was going to show that he still had it, and that in fact he was not the problem to begin with in Denver. Now, to be fair, he did come into a losing situation from the beginning. The team itself was already in turmoil. Broncos being under new ownership. They didn't have a quarterback prior to him being there. They have no offensive line. The running game was non-existent. It's being rebuilt from the ground up. The receiving corps was riddled with injuries. Great players, but they were all hurt. You know, somebody at Russell's age is not going to come in and be successful with that type of surrounding cast. He just wasn't able to make something out of nothing like he usually would in his prime. And that's okay, man. Father Time is undefeated. And also, we really do have to pay attention to these calf injuries. You know, calf injuries in professional athletics are nothing to play with, no pun intended. If y'all remember, man, Kevin Durant had a pretty bad calf strain that he was complaining about during his time at Golden State. He was sidelined for a whole month, and when he did come back, he ended up rupturing his Achilles. And so that's largely the fear with these type of injuries. You know, you don't want to aggravate them too much so that it doesn't lead to anything more serious later on down the line. And with that being said, I do think that this is more of a precaution being taken on Russ's end. You know, with him being on a one-year deal with the Steelers, he knows, and I think we all kind of feel like this is probably his last chance to prove that he does belong on an NFL team, and he does still offer a chance to roll deep into the playoffs and compete. You know, the Steelers right now are rolling with Justin Fields, man. I don't really think they feel like they have much to lose. They're paying Russ on the league minimum. He's getting $38 million from the Broncos. So if he's not available, they just gonna go ahead and push him to the back and rock with their backup. Who is also a starting caliber player, by the way. Also, Russ is way less mobile now than he was in his prime. So, I mean, even when he's healthy, he's still not able to get around and do things that he used to do. So I think the train of thought is, if he's not able to do that when he's healthy now, how bad would he be with a strained calf out there? I don't think he would really be providing any type of value. You have to also remember, man, this is their first time playing together. That's not going to really allow him to mesh with the team, man. These guys don't have any experience or history with each other, so they're going to need some runway for them to develop some chemistry. You know, Russ being out there, not even being able to get the ball off because he can't extend the play, that's just bad for everybody, man. That's no good like a missed field goal. But look, yeah, at the moment, you know, I don't think they're in a hurry. It's only been one game, but Justin Fields is undefeated as a starting quarterback for the Steelers while taking over under center. So there is a debate going on that if he keeps on winning, do you mess up that chemistry that's already been built just to take a bet on Russell Wilson and his experience? And I remember Russ was named the starting quarterback, but as of now, because he's injured, Justin Fields is the starting quarterback. Justin Fields was always looked at prior to this situation as the future, but it does appear that maybe the future is now. If Russ is delegated to the bench with no tape showing that he's still got more in the tank, do y'all think this is the end of his career? Does he have a chance to bounce back? I still think there's a lot of teams that could use him, although I don't see any of those other teams being nearly as competitive as Pittsburgh. You know, Carolina could use a veteran, man, to give my boy Bryce a break, man. He's been going through it. I think a couple years behind a veteran like Russell Wilson will give him some extra time to develop because as of right now, it's not looking too good, and I don't think it gets better when it gets to this point. Cleveland could definitely use a break, man, based off of how good they looked with Flacco. If Deshaun Watson ends up being sidelined because of this new impending lawsuit or goes through another injury, you know, I think Russ could still provide some value for that team, man. They just need him to plug and play. But we'll stay tuned with this story and see how it develops, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And let me know, man, do y'all think Russ is still dangerous? But yeah, that's a wrap for this one, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all be easy.